All right, yatena se na yatena se ya na onsi ebedi nkomo emfa ho ene afofide ye ma no ho adwendwene de yentimi entuna yeje mu de biada ebinum ebekomonte so akwaje o mani ebi nso ebetena fie afa wo ho adwen ebinum be meditation akese na ebi nso so eyantoase adwodwo obi dia ya obenyantoase atena TV no yebusua no ahwebia no so nti ena ewo Adom TV so na no pay bedwam dwumadi so se yebeso medin ena na se yampofo gya no pe ma mefa na se ma CJ Fashions kumase amakom no wona hye matade kama ama me dia betre TV so CJ Fashions ohia Africa we nkwande obeboa ho na opam bia ma na hwe ntuma ya hye he ya na GTP New Star fefe ni bi na ode eye design no kama dia ma friend no 0268505021 0268505021 Anapefa na asema NIB we pay for your dream promotion neguso edan na opeso sie adan sie ho ne ma no beto ama ho na otua na kakrakra demo nyoma TV ne fan ne microwaves ne say gas cooker ne ho keka ho tise bibia ho hia bia no NIB photo ho asi ho say wodaye so no be mana bam bra wotoma so na otua nsi ho bia ni ho sikakra bia ba ko pe na dweno manfo ho sei eno ene National Investment Bank so oni je ho ana bibi chire wadwe peso we bisa sa number 050-145-1050 050-145-1050 na 050-141-1697 another nchen a yenu anu makuafo nsu etoto yi base na kua no mu ayede sanse nuema na wadua no fefe kama na obi hura fukonum na ayeburun sa na utumi sampa bibi ekoye nemom akade asomu duro ebe makuayo no akonkan no fertilizer papa obehia na wode agu no ban na se so do so a usika bebre eno Yara Mela Activa Fertilizer Yara Mela Activa Fertilizer eno na wodwa so sese tugbo wura ba bia yeton agro input na se akuafo akuayo ho akade bia na oso pe Yara Mela Activa Fertilizer eno ene papa na ebewia na Castle Gate Estate Ghana Limited omo de omo nsase ene adan a omo asie wie opeso otodan ni bia ombema obi na wato oso pass ase na wanka se obo plan se wo born down below sense no we see abrosan tin say ni nyina no ombema asase omo obi ewo tema committee 22 extension na pram any dodowa nti se wo hia bia fra omo sisi 0241 398176 na 0205601681 mo aya na mo se mo pass ase amanso wo ho ne ade we nkrata ne bibia e krado usikanie nkrata ne eje na wo nso opese wo gi asase bi tuan kakrakra wo de 2000 Ghana cedis kan opepe aduo no eto ase a de aka no wo de mfie mienu ebetrim ade ama na wotete ne kakrakra wo ne ba nso na ya asase wura eja bem say for yes wo bisa wo sika o bisa wo fie na se bra wo bebo no ene se wo besi fie papa anopai me honorable Benjamin aye kanem la shimdwe de moment for wo upper Dinchra West na onmunyamfo Joseph Yamin also former Deputy Minister of Sports, former Deputy Regional Minister of Ashanti Region, former Regional Secretary of the NDC in Ashanti Region, and former Deputy Coordinator Edma Nadmondi. Humanis and Congo. And Penifumi and Naminomo, Edin Como and Nanope. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning.
Apombo dear.
Yamiad now, sir.
Ja, your temple new day to dream. Holiday near one. Oh,
and then yes,
a man who don't have end.
Yamio.
Who are more and come out, Femua, Lisu Femua Retich, who also a same bitch will be a dream. Chirimu and Modebano, on the sofa, no attendant mercy. Because Arabi, I mean,
Senior,
share say, and I know they are Moje.
Yes, I cut them
science and man, yeah, Mujaya Sumu Krumha, said it say a bean seed. Pepper for the Anamuyi.
Well, a day, you know, I said, yes, celebrate.
One can you say,
at least.
Eddie Mubabi Shamu meter one day.
Oh,
some say finance, I'm not going to back up and went to me, and Upuku are in a Mushian. Okay.
Oh, I'm sure school no. Gate na no mobi da o nyana mko yin bro but you congratulate boys no
oh my dear that boy wonder and you didn't know what I'm say
yeah
wonder
but enyo mko others ni ni
mko
finance ni na I mean they did well uti o records na I mean we have a future sure. And Tramped. I just say, "Oh, Kwakushia has to focus on finance. We are there, budget cap."
Position be able to take Biano, me issue on all the actually. Because Kotoko Honaze has to focus on ordinary.
Oh, the Kotoko has a book cap, ama.
Kotoko. President's Cup here, boy, Kotoko, the defending champions, almost a house for her last year, no muji.
Okay. You're fun to wear and go for it.
Say, if you have a good day, I shan't read it to say, oh, a boko, a month for now. We put this as me, can just say, and then we got a conversation. Oh, I think you're near my mother buy, you know, it's what to examine. I say,
okay, now you're the Bawa crash. You're going to the match with 3-1. 2 goals advantage. Until, I mean, Matis almost almost under 24 number book and then.
I have one day under 20.
That's so.
There's a penny for or more born around my brain.
I mean, yeah, the hardly described by a beshe. You know, I mean, you don't need to stress.
Or any question come,
Kumasi a boko, na manfo no abambu no doors no a Kumasi, and pay me banner me tea kakra, some say tea crass or joy. Say, Yatutun because 3% VAT flat rate in Asayaba. Abine the so Abaya was say one of the taxes will be year free honor. And to say, me sure so because it's Yana Kotomba because that is what the people are asking questions.
And to move now come on say
to Nyoma ye to Ghana be Biacoso. Be Biacoso. In fact, me confirm me news from Joy and pay 6 o'clock news and so almost okay. Because abandon the tax 3% VAT at the Antonio Maso. And
I thought that no be replacing a Bibiana,
but the producers and say at the end of affected to almost to Newman. So Abaya was so Obama nipa ho ahan no Obana and Newman Kosura. Definitely or more to Obama no be disappointed, and so I'm not surprised people of Kumasi are disappointed. Again, Masati said, yes, you and your pine beam. Maybe I expect new route into our pine, and the how I expect to say, yeah, be an abine say Debbie.
Yen your pine beam,
Debbie was here existing routes, no, yeah, and a patch, yeah, the moon pass or feel on a quina yin young goose, yin young year. Now, John Mahame, ya, ban, no be drew honoma, yeah, abine no a change, you know, or some your wagon say a baby. This is from the Deputy Minister for Roots, Honorable
also do
no pay, and also meet you no Joy News and pay.
Are we now? Is it Akatechi? A Yamrante me no be an almo boy play, or does he me, or that me? Is it a case? Is it a case? Because the Honorable Yami can if it's anything to go by, it's a sad situation.
You never make a meet you no Joy News. And pay at 6 o'clock. Joy.
Honorable Chemimu Kakre.
I see then Kumasi for Abamu.
I say I am Abamu.
Anyway, the deacon which you are here for 1 year for now. I mean, chair, we co panelists no coffee now. Especially one sounds with Tibium. Some that more comfortable lead. So Kumasi for Abamu, there is NDC or comfortable lead. If your results no 44%. I say a kai almost from time to time.
Results that
I see a kai almost. Because I have a year no year, the Kunya 44% no. Kumasi for Abamu bunti afraid on Trauma NDC. Yes, sir. Until they are in a comfortable lead. With their 44% no.
Now,
now the two issues.
What is 12 for Rabba?
A 12 for Benaba. VAT a new a. VAT yet your main. VAT a baffle. No more they wanted to start with 17.5%. 17.5% VAT. And then this for yes or more they started VAT. I think 95 or thereabout. Yes or more they ban. And you two almost said that time they be replaced even the sales tax. And I think sales tax was about 15% or so. And I'm going for VAT they ban. you two mufumanti who demonstrations nipa wu krom ha kum nipa
because kum nipa person
they were in charge of the security and people are peaceful demonstrations said there be VAT 17.5% na mode ban there and what should do besides crown the calculation na they are near complicated nti ebe yank yen started from 10%. Tiaman for your demonstration as usual they sent their security guys on the street and they killed people ewo memu after mu nipa wie no eno mu said the MPP suggest near the ban nyansa wom kokubisa omo aspil gabra nti omo withdraw you know and on best start fee 10% and omo move on kakra as they call as I could do 17.5% no so it is in the midst of the complications you know now ban say even crown was a register being registered boko be open VAT invoice unya even though company chrono qualified to be come under VAT no to VAT the all kinds of leakages na bus system no e be charging so mo nkonko tua emfa ma ban na ya sa trans ya adwe ho say okay after all the difference between input tax input VAT and output VAT is just 3%. It is also a man for Babutia in advance. No musical local and maybe almost what on normal output, normal TFM, the difference near the other. No, you charge just the difference, no 3% flat rate across board. Yeah, what is new here? So, to ban over 2 foot to go for Nisa na ya na nyefe. Yes, Anna, a maunya comfortable lead. Because a man for the other, they all know. And you're for papa, because that down. Because the people out there know, say, VAT in yard for Fraffin, deba, because mu crowd them, they buy Mukumnipa or Maymu. Ukumnipa, I know she too much. Unian, you couldn't mean Gangas, I know you. Unian, all your peaceful demonstration.
I know, say it wasn't intentional.
Massa, innocent, peaceful demonstration. Now, call unleash this armed A4 on them. Live ammunition between Kunipa. Now, if it's intentional.
And then
the second one can also say them. I mean, I said the baby now can't. But okay, I say, or the second one back road. Here, uko hunsio no atifi no abana for e be bisa se hwan na hono. Bisa se road contracts no de man nyina sa no mo kono. Omtutu aka na. Mojaka billions. You just gave contracts abrana mu niska. Mu keep provisions behind the budget allocation say road contract we are the way no. Skasi ne de bituaka. Ehun skani. Nti as at the last check no, mojaka billions to these contractors abuntu omuka. Nti abani share the budget for the year no. The minister me so metie no. I say fine. Looking at a car a daho sisia no. Even the budget for this year no kran entumi no kwa alone kwa entumi tua sa aka na moja to no kwa on contracts am award a nkofo no bebre because election December around December and in November and na start award most of these contracts no. Most of them eduma no kwa omunye nu about 10% or 5% kra nti adwen kese kom no say no then instead of say you be add on na yakase we MDC contract we MPP contract no you make sure say the man awarded the dani na anye dey yen complete those roads ni ntua contractors
o say yes I say ya dru ba bia adru na anu anu
no want ase want minister na ase minim so what ase but as usual
ntenye se bia kwan ye dada no ye ba bijai
o say roads in the contrast ye diama no
diama dada omwie
no ni
but all will be new ones
to do now will be this ongoing ones na ka wo ho ye mo omwie because several roads na yenya se nam Ghana ye hu ekwan yom do mo nsa atapo so bebre ani nyina anye completed yenim before elections yenyina ye mantam ne ye hu contractors are bar around with machines basically kwan so a do na assign
but honorable this
so,
issue of
it is a bible no say
ma contract abra omu ni sika bia o me kai say so full interchange Professor Mills interview kai say mo the contract na man na sika bia no so mo de man
no difference in say where your budget for it now you say GOG never funded that's a banner nebetua in that case no abana say okay bia the next 3 years me out of revenue no me dimu 30% ebetua and yet the same as a blue horse wire to be cockle business the better. So you can say N1 is you know, na millennium challenge accounts no 100 million scattered the why see fine. It is all bad. Let's say the other one I buy no a budget for it. However, and yet the entire funds no the tour. Nemu was steady was capturing the budget say for the next 3 years no A B C and you did tuya sakwan. It as the road progresses no na ye tuya. And yet the same as where that road no is not even captured in a budget at all.
Sana we need here.
That is sana modernity.
All right.
So
yeah.
Kakra, I'm say we subject.
Just 2 minutes.
Number one.
We cry on the mass issue now. I'm reacting. Me family dear grandma. When was happy be working. And would then have position out where would the Annika and to
one. Omo moto milk no abontin. A bet honorable I see pa men could be. Wa church vat no mu ye pa. Na vat no e beti ni o maso antum. Ntimi ya sure so mo mutie no mo koto milk e wa abontin no beti ase. But you see on road, no let be wa cocoa board. Construction, rehabilitation, upgrading of roads in cocoa growing area. 30th May 2017. Suspension of projects. Let them be. They suspended all projects, roads, rehabilitation, construction, upgrading of cocoa roads. 1. 2. The minister he didn't talk of GOG projects. GOG projects in a road fund. Sikana yedituya. But roads are highways near them. Sometimes loans, grants, ID. But minister na someone in together and ready to ask say a GOG project because get the car road fund no emu. Any nice you say road fund is come from the tools. Now this is a policy MPP government when in opposition. A sorority they say road to no cry out to no. Ne buading. A year who demonstrating year who did it. Creating the impression say yeah buy better so. Now they are telling us say means as cannot cry is not enough to go into the road fund for us to do roads. 2. Sa roads here I can who asem say yeah to kwa me no me here can who asem. Sa roads no existing road tools are they telling us say road tool ye jaitua. Yenkobiem anayate so. For that matter, sika unko sa fund no biem to be able to pay off these debts. 3. It's honorable telling us say there wasn't any budget for these roads to be constructed. I mean, omo mutie no they will listen. Omo ane kwan kobi mu no. Oti honorable, obetina see pa.
All right.
But then check 2020 watch
a quick one.
Okay.
Cocoa roads.
I have more the sana.
It's me say ni kwase ga mani baby because obisa ni kumasi asem.
O de we no and the other
can be on the cocoa roads. Wanya bibia ma wase a wasa akobon kro no. Sika wase de ma cocoa akuafo no. Muntu am famo me wi ase mo say no na ye de be roads are normally ideally nke say highways for na yi. Cocoa fo sika wase de mom no. Eno na ye de kwa akoye cocoa fo sika no. Ene ye fa nkokoye roads. Ska wakoje se odi beto cocoa de atua kan. E kwan ya e wase highways for na yi no. Wo se wa classify as cocoa roads na se sika no na wase ye de cocoa sa road no. Na no onye kuafo no edi ni yi no. In the process no akuafo no 1 they are cheated. 2 a car me no ka say cocoa board e di we fertilizer near the square to under this same roads issues ya a car ma body ato home a omo expect say akuafo na emetu ya sa kan e kwan a omo de omo land cruisers nam so no omo expect say sa kwan ye akuafo cocoa sika no on ye fan kokutua. Is that fair? It's a ban for no dream akuafo hu to say no sa project ye suspend ni na ye hwe e kwan papa ye be fa so de atua e wa bra akuafo no en sofa wati kwa pai. So
minority braces up for 15 billion China loan scrutiny. As the finance ministry readies to take the recently signed $15 billion Chinese loan deal to Parliament, minority MPs have promised to launch a vigorous scrutiny of the agreement when details of the specific projects the funds intend to finance get to the House. Honorable Yamin, yes, you sign MOU, Memorandum of Understanding. Inyamba yenyehu details no, but some of the code any asemi aya na baba asha okumase otaka say fine ni say dey sama na tamfuzu one film when he say kwan bi aso behwe me ya adwempam ana say ekadio ni ntuma nko ananke bi adabie grasa fonti mo de baba mo mabagu. Oh
no, at least your record so kai say MPP abam loan bi kopie salon. Oh, so sa aban no ewo aban mu sese ya na wo kan loan ho asem a wo so ma wani da ho na wo
am say any loan partnership
now there's all over this country jubilation. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, His Excellency the Vice President akwaji sikadi aba Ghana news item ko ye na en ho asem ye kan. One, Daily Guide report to say scanning $21 billion. A B report to say 19 billion. Daily Guide said 19 billion. Finder report to say 21 billion. And then most more can say 15 billion. A B the 2 billion be a car within 3 billion loan. So as at now, you need to cry.
Let me help you. Dio Nankasano, according to Vice President by Obedri or address the president. 15 billion. And Befani say I can't want somewhere we must sign MOU on it. There's an additional 4 billion and one se munyensi. Almost expect to say about
can't say baba.
Now I 19. And the 2 billion no 3 billion more pencil. According to report no. Na mo shisha 1 billion buy. A catch and not become it sums up to the 21 billion now.
What about the 2 billion now? I say AGI for one district, one factory. One district, one factory coordinator, no, the ambassador, whatever, Abasi will name him. And also, come home and it's 21 now.
I think it's part of it.
But then our calculation about Borobako 23. So reading this. But in all, you know what is coming. Now, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to climb 4 days. Waba and he's jubilating over an MOU, Memorandum of an Understanding. And will be a jubilating over it. I later understand of Memorandum of Understanding. And he said, Menuako agreement, Yajiatum, say Mondays be ameba ushu iso. That is an understanding between me and you. There's nothing binding me, you know. So if Friday, Dominic Freme say, bra, nami will be. Whether say personal against you, and now me and Kasami own issues be intimate member, Bibian hold me and ye force some day, member. So ye jubilating over an agreement. To me, it is only an incompetent government, a government that wants to please Nipa Abra realities in your day.
A man
kamfu will do that. And Tessa, I don't expect Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to come and let us have faith over an MOU, something that you are yet to take to Parliament. Would you wrap Parliament? You are. Then Parliament will now make it a reality. Now, even before I call Parliament, there should be the considerations of conditionalities. Now, there's another confusion. Whether I say you loan, the special assistant or advisor to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said a grant or is there a support? The Deputy Finance Minister Kwaku Kwarteng said a loan. So I also know there's another confusion as to which is which. Ufri ho ria afeni say the bauxite and the bed ye de ba bitua sa ade no eka. Then they want to divert attention over the jubilation of an MOU proposal. Yes, it's an achievement. So they want to bring in Ibrahim Mohammed's concession and to cover up which won't wash. Indeed, it didn't wash. The reason is say if you think say concessions you are a government that opposed loans. One. Abaya no watiso no etu anamo bias okupesi kadi aba emam ha. Especially Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia comes out to tell Ghana for say afedie ye di nyoma chichire kon anhwe Ghana na yebeton ni na. That same government today comes into power and is going in for a loan more than 100 times the na aban bi kokogia. It means members of parliament boycott to parliament. That time, no honorable, no a member of parliament. The 3 billion Chinese, they boycotted parliament. Reason in the saying, it's kind of too much to the extent that a baba be hack Ghana, your desktop be kotsu. Now, Sikawa Ghana here, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and another Danko for his excellency. See, Sikawa here, we don't need to go out. You in here foreign aid, you in here loans from outside. We can manage it. Indeed, we have it. Because this bauxite you are talking about, if government indeed a pesika from bauxite, all that government can do is to go to Ibrahim Mohammed's firm and ask say how many cubic of whatever site in a day. I'm a Ghana yes. Let's support you with additional funds than the loan na Ghana for you to produce enough for us to be able to send to the world market and make more money. Government can do that rather than going in for a loan and giving us false hope. As if we say sika na here can 15 billion okra say sika ni na ba be page dia ba to Ghana in one day. That is the false impression they have created for us. Now we are now sika na be called back to parliament for an approval. They are now going to put the conditionalities on it. You raise those issues and say ya intimia, then say I hope na ya maye up to today about sika ba be to Ghana. That's hope no. You be anything.
Obviously, I did do
too much. And then I make sure say a government that is failing to impress the very people that voted him into power. And the baye the omuye. It is Ghana is a standstill. Then of course Ghana. Today road in Yajuma, you say a kadao. Today cocoa roads enquire honorable say cocoa farmers, and you think that cocoa farmers are not interested in their roads that are hindering the transportation of goods from our farm. No cocoa farmers, you are unable to do that, and the justification is that you are unable to do your free secondary school, and you say no, they just are being in your secondary school. I
know the timelines. Normally, I'm in September, right?
But say the whole idea. I started to prepare the minds of the people. So oba ewo GHS na sa oba no o manati ase we anya aggregate say free secondary school one count is being prepared now, but our are waiting for September for it to come. Nurses still they are still picketing at the ministry. Meanwhile the minister about 2 months ago 2 weeks yes I do me kwa share hono we are no free hono. The secondary schools are not in functioning today. I mean, those that are built by John Dramani Mahama. Even to the extent that the cry see hono and krantia from Oko offense wa Opa for BCC offense. Akumada before you get to Akumada. Ya we BBI see and then krantia no gum. All right. They are unable to go there.
All right.
It's BBI so they will only jubilate over something that is not existing. But we are hoping, and the minority they say, at the end of the at least one waka chere Ghana for say loan here. Yes, you believe we say loan here, the baby develop your mind. So bring it to parliament. What about parliament? You be fee nipa. You make sure say the won't be Ghana for it.
All right.
That this is a good call.
Honorable,
that should be supported by everybody.
Honorable Bremwen.
And the cry Republic Day anambwa.
Republic Day.
Wa my young wish Mpensenpensenmu ye.
Ghana
nyaya ndi.
We are say ya
fancy say between the ye day ye ho.
We are
good. Inti ye can say afofida na.
Afofida.
Ye enjoy afofida yi. Na we say e dan kai omo 44% no. Eya no mu. I say kai omo 44% no. Say no mu so they are still in a comfortable lead. Because I say ma abey Eh? Look, with the entity me be grave you once and I see main road. Also, more 3 billion. No, yeah, can't then I'll see you walk out of parliament. Besides that 3 billion, almost a kind at the end of the day. Almost a kind.
Almost a 1 billion.
Inti nyansa semwa ye ka ye no no fire ki amedu baby ye we. Ye kire almost a dia nya dia almost beka because of A B C D. Who person say kan so ye A and as a Q Y Z. Say hey, yem pene say am pampa omo fa omo kwan so no. Ene ono anim say omo sanka. Sika no de no mo pen. So mu tie ye futu a unlike ye time ye the health insurance eba omemu ebe bua ubia so obi oni bi ya pom den sem no. They boycotted parliament, said they don't support health insurance. They walk out for year demonstrations at to Wall Street so. Compare the two. And a health insurance no abebo me ya na ewie yi ana sa nwie yi. Omo loan na omo kan you two omfo no mantie no. Omo kwe no omo sa kan na so omo sanka omo kopimye chi no man hu say eni ni man ka tie de na MPP for kan
so adi krata keke no mo akwasan no kra na nya bindings amuso
edu na meeting omo aseti omo questions na omo answer hwese ote ya woka say omo wi secondary school bi e man krante ne kom ya mean enti se mo na mo power anka January mo be admissions. Is that what he's saying? January this year, no, anka buy for a buy no, compare admissions. Academic year start here. If I say October or so, September, October, we academic year start here. Think Quran was second term or so. To say yampa, some more real school be Caribbean school be one see from man, they would have moved in. Say yampa, they will move in. It in Tronny woman, say they will cut. Yeah, I see a cost of Kai almost. That's an Tronum di dinana. Or 44%, and they will continue. Say 44 grad in a mere more a bomb this time around. Ghana had admissions in January. I mean, look, Dr. Baumia Bayen was stated as part of transparency. Odu airport no, or say Ghana for a country na me koye. Enyoma efi mu ba eni na ode tuga ewo ho ene wonama wose ebi say ebi 19 ebi say 21 ebi say 23 ba umia ba na obi say ana okotu 3 different figures ana o 19 no 21 no 23 no whatever na obo ne no ba umia ba na no kan ya na oba na at the airport in the presence of the media kra no or dey in position to ho na more kotu figures, more banish figures around to confuse yourself and them followers, more 44% for them. You want to confuse yourself and them. Can you imagine, say, but we are buying on here, one far report, none two dra, and or share the officer, Kadian Kofu. Continue confusing yourself and your followers. But the majority, 56%, no dear, Yehu dear Kosu. Yehu dear Kosu. But we are buying or say, me started from even the box side there no.
Afa his excellency in the count and I say over can like
me dase. The vice president e buy no. His excellency Dr. Baumia. O buy no. Beginning with the box side there. Hwe enye minua ya mi ni na ndisi for no ferry. What is o ka say kabano famko enko why Ibrahim Mahama
so yeah
anya ne ferry so who NDC for o maye japade a e wo se ye nyina ye dada no ni nya ho faso no mudi mu about 58% more than half e dia ma president nua and that is ye about 27 million or so na yaka ni nyina no e mu 40 something less than half na aka no eno na ye nyina e de be dada yo. To begin with, is that fair? I bet now say moyen semman. So me japade no 29th December. Aka na watch pe mama buy. Last year 2016. Ye to abawie na December omunya omo 44% na omo be kofi no.
That issue is it?
Aka what so no kita document mani ma copy obi wa. 29th December me obi wa e bia e wi na me delete ya me ya kiro. So aka na what basis also nyoma kofie no e no mo ton o ma japade na ye box side no more than half e de ma president nua Ibrahim bakofo ti so no no ni fie fo ye a eye 27 million Ghanaians na aka no de enye eti vice president mo ko no say okay fine so de wo nko awafa o ma japade no mu fa na e fa na aka no ye de ye betrem e de aye nuoma e be ma mpontuo na mfaso abama ankranko bia ye ne 27 million na yake ni nyina. Look, omemu last na me explain e wa say kofo we use different strategy bia na it dazes them na o ma confused. Eti say me wasase me kan me dey that example. Me what the option say me kwa ko je bisia e wo bank na me dey abeye afuo no. Right? In that case no, wo be ko bank ni book na me dey oboka. And na me what the option say me frame nua ya me say me wasase na mu minisika ha me de be dofuo no nti brabe dofuo no na no ba ne ba ya che nti ya me de ne 10 Ghana cedis bi e be hjem no dofuo ni wie na no ba ne ba na ye 100 cedis a ye be ye ho agreement say bi a to 10 cedis na e bi e be manfa so e bi a 5 cedis bi dey account 10 no nti wie a obenya 15 na me asase wura no e bi a 75 or say 85 na aka me so mafa eba ne sa makobo besiana. This simple thing and this for ntiase. Iso se be kwakbo besiama bank na betata ye no. Yesi brabe dofu no. Ye wia no ba bi ebenya no. Ya odi kofia ye friend bunu ana se busa.
Mo de ajapade akusia wowa. Nti eno no
ajapade no mo de emufa ama president Mahama nua bako emufa more than half 58%.
O se no diversionary.
Dey na diversionary. Wa admit wa anti so no aka se nke ya nke ye nko ye neba Mahama nua no mo nko tenase. Near Misa said, then I'll be me. I had the aboa.
So expertise or box side.
Look at that. The whole Ghana, no one expertise. Yes, sir. You started box side. You were you. If I was Awasu, me sure say Ibrahim Granny and home. And they are insulting Ghanaians by saying, "Sir, or no expertise." And now, a vice president said, "There be China for ye resources that can see it. Me no be no betria." Ye nyakura ye betumi nya about 460 billion. Say you two you know ne refine ye be refineries ye be railways ye be twe anwa no ko ayamfre kwan fufu ye yi ni ada yi na obi anim say be a boxside na trucks na ye no e se kwan it is ye be two boxside for dia ye be hia railways ye be twe you know say the be ya the refineries and yet the old way as say anwa ne sa na ye de kwa brochi no this are ye pese ye refine de na wa ha. However you need say scan ye de be ye no the same discover ba be shim abeye dia ye beye ho hyehyɛ edokura na osenka omo energy no enya dia ya committed to say A B or C na ebefim aba na mum ye nyina through with the support of parliament no ye beye hyehyɛ at least who be painted the same way am call first no mo sisi mu ntino mantumi anya 3 billion nya no guided by that no now ye beye hyehyɛ such say oman ebenya the upper hand. Exactly. Masa bibia started fi agree even to have the idea why na ye dey why na ye dey amane na president vice president by no boy no eno na afre ni dede na trying to be transparent say me call ye no anamo ABC na metu
oso mo manfo ani age nso ade ni ho
me say idea even to have the idea bibi papa bi e wasase su bia no awie yie papa bia na started from adwene ade bia so a wa nwene ho ansa na start ya buga almost start na bi bia no so enwie yie it is for us to even to have conceived the idea this brilliant option ye ba ne be ka kira manfo a emani da so apart from box side there no you see AGI for it's just a ban be kwa kwaje bisia no Association of Ghana Industries ye creative platform after all NDC MPP by billions no you believe say tem be say private sector no na say a lead they created the enabling environment na private sector need take over ankranku nyuma no and the bo after all Ghana will be any uko Ivory Coast cocoa farms na na state farms ba Ghana ha na dodo na ya ankranku na afu uko adan ya Ghana ha na about 95% or so ya ankranku dan unlike Europe and other places ban the dan no the Ghana from the word go ni na ye nim say ankranku no believe so no one also in bibi eti ye create enabling environment ema AGI any omo counterparts I wo China akwako dinkita ho say fine. I am passing some buying any abrasive over here, one district, one factory, be na monso na mudi any mudia. You bet me a support of about 2 billion. And no better bank. It is a what they will share business plan they didn't go through the system who say you good they will partner you, they will bring that money with my access some of these funds. Now so they are quite trade with them and now they are cost starting for. I couldn't just say be bad. They also hear say me better ha. I was saying to me every upper denture west for. Now me encourage you me born the woman to say I couldn't just be say abeda ho. Into their brain also and I'm not able to take advantage of that akwenya. That should be the spirit. But these people, because someone problem call for years.
Is it a case I didn't know say they use chemu de the papa. Into the na bema yenuanum.
No, na say obi do na hoto mu a am better no man your veranda boys and girls. Omo veranda boys and girls na de bi omo use omo no. Omo hoto mu am better no man asanko for.
Into adwenboni.
Adwenboni otherwise say they making. Iso say ya me beba betena come say dey be ade ni nyeye no. Rather no I was so encouraging the man for say akwanja bi say ya ba o. Ye mo ho dawuro. Na say mpo no oti ba bi na say wache kakra bi na wo ye ana say o ma ye nkuto yi or north yi ene ye no e bia instead of say nkuto no e bia semina be 3 or 4 bi pe na atumi ye no. From this akwanja no ubetumi atre wadwuma no.
Festival
aban de sa adwen we ba. Na wo si wati kwa pa ya na wo dwen amanfo no ho ana se wo de be pa na wo
2 p.m. wa Asante Mampon na o say honorable ade wo ye Sergeant Lia na ko kakra bi as comfortable lead also je honorable ya bi pa na opefozo grants also hwe e na confidence abiam next TC scan CEO openi nano kwanya odwumafo no mo kwaje omani o lazy sports complex so omani so kwamna jesi ene omo keka ho nyina se yenda was NIB bank papa we pay for your dream promotion eguso the opese oto the opese wo ye bia no omo se bra na omo nyema na tutua kakra bra ja interest bia ene ho no da nchen yara mela active fertilizer enso fertilizer papa e wodwa so di ne bo no be odin ampacho o de okwa so pe yara fo wo fertilizer papa ne bi na etimi aboa yara mela active fertilizer mame ojeju ani mo aka ketrema nye easy sa so hu nti eno so yakuafo aka de na Castle Gate real estate for na isisi adan won sa se e water community 22 extension ani pram dodo wa aja onu ton nti upebia for 0241398176 honorable yami yenhwe dirty oil saga cause for Boss MD interdiction unwarranted asemwa majority no can say hu hia say papa no nsinchi adi say I say yemo nyina di abe no pro na ndi atini
again another diversionary tactics
maybe honorable siame I think say amenfi wasa amenfi west mashibedwani also hwedwumadi no na ochiam pa honorable siame I think say menya ni dey right yeah bachoto aso
another diversionary tactics ewo emu by asako for we ada ko na any time no yes I mean and also it won't wash and pass also and wash it because the issue we are talking about
your time na can is just obon the power
two different issues contaminated fuel as against slop contaminated fuel who asem ne can see ya and ye can see ya so ye can a car or minor abo because we are told say product na ke betima ton 15 million ya ton mo bi 5 million ana akwakudu market mu say amanfo adi adanse so mato bi agu o cars ma e break you o cars. That is an issue we need to talk about. Now minority is our issue. Ministry no are directly responsible for institution. I set up a committee to look into the matter. So meaning that ministry knows the wisdom in what the minority raised. In the majority, the no.
But you called for the interdiction of the boss.
Of course, it's part of it. You call for the interdiction. Said the beya a bit me investigation bit me akuyi. Don't forget that under Kobra Donko, former minister for power. no ye boss MD na asem say ya bia si wo. He was made to step aside, interdicted for further investigations into the matter. And say if the ministry, the minority is calling for interdiction, and yet anything.
I don't need the contaminated food.
Two, Dr. Richard had to resign his post for charge to look into the alleged allegation corrupt. And standard, get clear, no, he was reappointed back. So the call for him to step aside is nothing new.
BBC or baby, it's right for the person to step aside.
But ministry set up a committee. Decided that committee should look into the matter whilst the man stays in office. That is a different issue altogether. Now, media, I don't want to go into that angle because we'll be a pray. But the angle that I want to look at is the angle Honorable Kennedy Japan free. The tension, the power struggle in the MPP. And a day, sir, as me baby, I do it. One, the think tanker, a day story way bar bunting, is a think tank, if not owned wholly, partially, by the Deputy Minister of Energy. I mean, Anta. That Deputy Minister, no, or a Juma or think tank, no, and I say whether wholly or partially owned that think tank. So that think tank, no, and a day story we had the bar abunting. The question you ask yourself when I say that ministry, no, I mean a deputy minister. Now I set it up investigation to look into this matter. No? Is the deputy minister telling us say so our story no before ne think tank no a breaking story no outside no on your way. If he was aware that that issue was going to come up, I better require more a committee to look into that matter. Should they wait for the matter to go out and suddenly set up an investigations into look the matter? That is another issue. Now there is a linkage between Alfred and Mahmoud Bawumia. Mahmoud Bawumia has an ambition to succeed Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as flag bearer, which I know said that will be the highest level he can go, to be a flag bearer. There are people who have also interest in this issue, and you can't rule out, even though I have no point, but you can't rule out Ajako's interest in succeeding Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as flag bearer, because Ajako contested Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in the 2007 and had 4 votes. And then Obenya ambition to be president. What ye be paying? So if Ajako and the deputy minister 4 votes, we have 4 votes. If Ajako and the deputy minister are aware of this deal, our boss, no motina say ma ye de assembly ba abonten ewo honoma. The little inference I bet me draw into this matter is either to tarnish the image of the man or to break, and we are told. Let's say okay, the Ken kindness assembly. Of course, there is. All right. That is the serious issue that is coming up.
Honorable, me patch wrap up na sorry could you holiday.
The okay na or not also start was BB a diversionary. So maybe on
but calculation now so and say yes, what
has that got to do with a contaminated oil now about public
politics mafia
into diversionary no or case will be the diversionary.
The
issues not always is here diversionary issues now or discuss anyway going to the
undercover also trust there scenarios
no accounts on the need in us what there then so we can. I mean, how can a human being do this?
It's economics. Yeah, the assumptions.
Oh, Debbie. Or no, they don't want him to do but going to the main, you know. I say a loan, and I ask son, your man new term. If you don't know, so I you. Anyway, look, the main issues, and I can say, of course, to remind this and go for it. Say, you say, BBC and Rano, a who here, then the NLC can. Then they are making a mistake. Football be no my boss second half or Brian more first half. So let me tell you, your boss first half, your company have a boss second half. In the second half issues no person can. You be didn't review the first half and only we had that issues never more office and the who here. no friend no diversionary no. He's talking about financial loss. What's he say? 14 million Ghana cedis. That is imposed. Don't can hear no cry. This is under their watch, under we are dark. Contract back pay. I'm the mass yemisi a moment. I'm the $39 million. Papa you buy na your friend contractor said.
Alfred Watting.
Yes, new MD no buy. Your friend Papa say this project a year then acquire $39 million. Papa say okay, and be mamu $20 million. New contractor.
$19 million.
It be mamu say $20 million. Meaning say $19 million. Pa na mo dia to project no so. Convertible cedis.
Okay, the entire size cannot.
Convertible cedis. So, but that is not even to me no nyaho ne hia me. So, mo kro no ne nyoma bia na ekoso at the time na perhaps this person no new managing director no person will expose nti no. Mo fi say mo mafia work in the downward system no no should gang up against this man and kick him out.
But honorable
say nti na mo fi say
issue ba na NPP begina na NDC begina pe na asem no kra ira.
There be no credible that is why we should no. That is why we should please focus on it. That is why we should be happy. Said the minister, said my set up committee. Ye ba be hwehwem. Under their watcher, omo anthem was what? Yenti obia. When wo yo misika no kodi na ebe issue no, right from the office of the president, NDC fo nyina support ye. NDC fo nyina support say scan say no. That is why again he should even be happy. Say simple and no credit, but because I mean except no director of he's no more there. He might not be informed. But simple the finance say you no akra na eliki yina. That tells you of the president and how to stand against corruption. It is a idea from within. Obi who say ni nua ye bonya simple say papa na ye bonya but no say onye boni so be.
All right. Honorable Mame now. Honorable Benjamin.
That's the difference between these two parties.
Minimum for Upper Dincha West na Joseph Yamin leading member of NDC na ye no mudi nkomo enanope. Ma ye fa nkomodi ni nsia.